Okay, now I can get the Rock Smash TM from this guy. Remember back at the beginning of the game where I tried to get this earlier? Yeah, I didn't realize that I had to wait some time in order to get it. Probably because I'm used to getting it as soon as I get into this route in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Okay, so the Rock Smash TM, it's not an HM quite yet. I think you have to wait until Generation 3 in order for Rock Smash to become a TM. Or HM, sorry about that. So anyway, I'm going to put this TM to use on Sudowoodo. There's not a whole lot of Rock Smash rocks in the game, and I don't need it to beat the game, but still, there's going to be some items behind some Rock Smash rocks, and I think it's only fitting if I get some of them. I believe there's some in the Dark Cave, but I'm not going to go there quite yet. I think I'm going to wait until I get Surf in order to enter the Dark Cave. Not that I really need it that much, just to make the place a little bit easier. And I believe I need Strength there too. Actually, no, I don't think I need Strength there. I'm thinking of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I believe. Okay, I'm just going to deposit Magby in the PC and grab Sudowoodo. So yeah, when I smash those Rock Smash rocks, I can get whatever's behind them. In addition, if I smash those rocks, then I can possibly get something inside the rocks too, which is pretty interesting. But it doesn't really happen to me all that much, so I can only hope. Okay, I'm going to delete Flail, because I don't think I really need it that much. I never really liked that move to begin with. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to deliver that mail to that one guy on Route 31, since I am in the area after all. Okay, I'm going to switch Quilabo to the front, because after I do this, I'm going to start battling again. Okay, as for the mail, I don't think, oh, you know what, maybe I could read it. If I can read it, that is. Alright, what does it say? Dark Cave leads to another road. Yes, indeed it does. Alright, here he is. Okay, he's still asleep like always. Alright, here you go. You can actually stick the mail on another Pokemon if you want. Just don't stick it on any of your team members because that would be really stupid. Okay, and after this, I believe he's going to give me a TM. What is it again? I believe it's either Nightmare or Dream Eater or something. Okay, what is it? Okay, TM50. That's gotta be Nightmare. On a sleeping Pokemon, it loses, I believe, a little bit of HP. Yeah, I don't really like that move very much, so yeah, I'm not gonna bother using it. Okay, I'm just gonna grab this berry here real quick. I was about to say Apricorn, but we're not in that generation yet. Okay, also, the guy who gave me the Spearow to begin with, he's also going to give me something, but I'm not going to go to him quite yet. I'm just going to make a stop at Ecrucheek City and meet Bill there, and then when he goes back to Ecrucheek City, then and only then will I get the prize from that guy who gave me the Spearow. Also, because Bill's going to give me the Eevee once he goes back to Ecrucheek. Okay, there's nothing over here? That's strange, I could have sworn there was a hidden item around here. Oh well. Okay, what does this say? Use Dig to return to the entrance of any place. I can also use an escape rope too. But I don't really use those things very much. Okay, Route 37. Not a very long route, actually. Okay, a black apricorn. I'm going to start collecting as much of these as possible, so that way I can give him the carts, and he'll turn them into heavy balls, so I can use them for later. In addition, I believe Buena also has black apricorns too, so when I go back there, I'm going to see if I can get some black apricorns from her too, in addition to the rare candies. But of course, the rare candies are important, so once a day I'm going to come back here and see how many black apricorns I can get. I don't think I need a whole lot. I'll probably just get at least 50 of them. So yeah, that's going to be a whole lot. And hopefully it's going to be well worth it too. Okay, I believe the wild Pokemon here differ from day and night, I believe. At nighttime, I believe you can find Stantler here too. I think they're a lot more experience point worthy than the likes of Growlithe and even Pidgeotto. But Hypnosis can also be pretty annoying, so yeah, be careful about that. Well, if they have Hypnosis, that is. Okay, this double battle here, well, actually it's not really a double battle. I don't think that exists until Generation 3. So a battle like this, they're just going to send out one Pokemon at a time. And while I'm doing that, I just want to jot down my thoughts a little bit. I look at Ethan, my playable character, and Silver, and they sort of remind me of two certain cartoon characters that I've known about since the beginning of this year. I believe they're called Roland and Ratfink. Yeah, I believe they're part of the Pink Panther series. Yeah, I don't really know too much about them, but they just remind me of those two. So those cartoons revolve around a blonde pacifist named Roland. That would be Ethan, or my playable character. And Silver would represent Ratfink, an evil mustachioed guy who ruins Roland's good time. So yeah, as you can imagine, Ratfink is the evil one. As so is Silver. Yeah, if me shoving me away and stealing Professor Elm's Pokemon doesn't ring a bell that Silver's evil, I don't know what is. So yeah, these two kind of remind me of those two specific characters. Except that I think Silver eventually turns himself around or redeems himself or something. As for Ratfink, not so much. Okay, this guy said he's going to put my Pokemon to sleep, so looks like I gotta bring out the heavy artillery and use Fire Blast on whatever he has. Cause unfortunately I have been a victim of this guy a few years ago, at least 10 years ago. And man, it wasn't pretty at all, so hopefully Fire Blast connects. Alright, there we are. Since it's just an unevolved Drowsy, hopefully Fire Blast is going to be enough to take it down. So yeah, the Roland and Ratfink series, I believe they started around 1968 and then ended like 1971. I'm not really sure if they were popular that much, considering there was only 17 shorts revolving around those two. But yeah, seeing me and Silver kind of reminds me of Roland and Ratfink. If you don't know who they are, you can just go look them up. I guarantee you'll find them. I believe they were produced by the same company who produced the Pink Panther series, and the other cartoons that revolve around that same company too. Yeah, this might be very silly of me to talk about, but still, I just like to get my thoughts out, because both Ethan and Silver kind of remind me of those two characters alone. Okay, here we are in Ecrucheek City. There's not really a whole lot of towns here, or should I say houses, sorry. Okay, as soon as we enter in here, we go up and talk to Bill, even though his sprite kind of looks a bit like Silver, but no, it's not Silver, it's Bill. Okay, what he's doing here is, I believe he finished something called a time capsule. So what that is I could now trade within this game and Generation 1 games, something I completely forgot about. I don't usually do that because, well, yeah, I never did that at all. I only traded with this game only. Okay, in addition, I believe he also worked on the PCs too, so instead of saying someone's PC when I access the PC, it'll say Bill's PC. Okay, and now he's going to go back to Goldenrod, and once I meet him back in Goldenrod, he's going to give me an Eevee. But I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I'll probably do that next video, hopefully. Okay, for now, let's see what these people have to say. His Pokemon are really tough too. If you have a good enough Psychic type, then he should be a real pushover. So yeah, that Eevee, if I did use Eevee, then I'm not really sure if I actually wanted Espeon or not. I would probably go with something different. But in order to do that, I had to get certain people's phone numbers in the game for the elemental stones, which is pretty annoying, which would probably force me to go with Espeon. But for Umbreon, not so much, because its attack strength is not very good. All it can do is just defend. Okay, I don't think they have anything new here in the March. Okay, not really nothing here. Alright, what about you? Okay, your Eevee evolved to Espeon, that's nice. He talked about Espeon and Umbreon. Kinda reminds me of how those two were the starters in Pokemon Coliseum. I never really played that game, but I do know that you start off with Espeon and Umbreon. I don't usually play games like that because, yeah, there's a lot of double battles there. I think everything's a double battle. Actually, I'm not too sure about that myself, because I never played Pokemon Coliseum. Okay, he's talking about the Dance Theater, which is right next to me. But I'm not going to go in here yet. I still want to explore the entirety of Ecrucheek City. Okay, what about this house over here? Okay, this guy here is a person of interest. He's going to give me the item finder. Even though I did collect a hidden item a few videos ago, the item finder in this game, it's not very good. I think I have to wait until, say, Generation 4 in order for it to be relevant. Well, actually, maybe not Generation 4. I think the one in Generation 3 was at least workable, if that's even a word. The point is, I was able to work well with the item finder in Generation 3. Yeah, it doesn't show the exact spot. That's what makes it so frustrating. Yes, there probably is some items in the Burn Tower, but I'll talk about that in just a second. Okay, this talks about the history of Ecrucheek City. There were two towers here, one called the Brass Tower and one called the Tin Tower. I believe Ho-Oh was in the Tin Tower, and Lugia was in the Brass Tower. But the Brass Tower caught on fire, and Lugia got out of there. But unfortunately, the three legendary beasts, Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, didn't make it out. And unfortunately, they died. And after that happened, Ho-Oh came around to revive them. Yeah, I have a little issue with that. Yes, water, lightning, and fire. So that should give you a pretty good idea of who the Pokemon are. So those three Pokemon died in a fire. I'm not really sure how Entei and even Suicune died in a fire. I mean, Entei's a fire type, is it not? And as for Suicune, it can just put out the fire. So, yeah, I don't know how Entei and Suicune died in there. As for Raikou, since I think it's the fastest among the three, it can easily get out of there. Okay, here's the gym, but Morty's not here. He's over at the Burn Tower, so I can't go in here quite yet. My guess is maybe the three legendary beasts didn't have their respective types as of yet, and maybe that's why they died. But still, it's just really mind-boggling that a fire type but died in a fire, and a water type couldn't even put out a fire. And as for that fire that burned the Brass Tower, yeah, it happened through unknown means. I'm not really sure if anybody knows how the tower got set on fire, but yeah, I don't really have any theories about that. All I know is, it's just really mind-boggling that a fire type dies in a fire. Especially a fire type. But as for a water type, okay, what now? Picking Gina. Okay, what do you want? Oh, come on. Just more banter. Either battle me or give me a leaf stone. Otherwise, I don't give a shit about your stories. Alright, what about this? Okay, Historical City. Yes, where the past meets the present. I think I already explained it. Alright, okay, he's talking about the Lake of Rage. I think everybody here is talking about the Lake of Rage. But I'm not going to go there for quite a while. Okay, yes, I talked about that mysterious fire already, and how it burned for, unknown reasons. Yeah, but as I was saying, it's really mind-boggling that a fire type died in a fire. As for Suicune, it can easily just put out the fire, so yeah, it's just really ridiculous. Oh yeah, did I mention that Lugia's at the Whirl Islands? Because I don't think I said Whirl Islands. If I did, then I should say it twice. Just so I don't forget about it. Okay, going over here, there's nothing really to the right. I just want to go here because there's an item here I can pick up while I can. Okay, Route 42. Over here is where Mount Mortar is. I'm not going to go inside there yet. I believe it's an alternate in case you don't want to use Surf. I'll probably go in there a little bit later so that way I don't have to use Surf, because over in Mahogany Town, if I go north, then I believe there are wild Farfetches on that route. And I do want to catch a Farfetch in order to use it for cut and fly purposes. Just so I don't have to lug around too many HM slaves. Okay, here, there's not a whole lot I can do here, but these guys are talking about the history of Ecrucheek, where the Brass Tower burned. And that guy up there, he's not going to let me pass until I get the Ecrucheek Gym Badge. Even if I did have that, I'm not going to do a whole lot there, because I think I need the Rainbow Wing in order to progress a lot further up. And also, Suicune's not here yet, so I can't do much about it yet. So, yeah, there's that. I have a lot to say about that place in Liquid Crystal, but I'll get to that when the time comes. Okay, the only thing left here is the Dance Theater, which I'm going to put off for next time. So next time, we're going to go in here, and possibly go to the Burn Tower. So, see you all next time.